Okay, we start with drawing Fauna. Little Fauna right here. Basically, this is like a really bad example since it was just showing how you shape it. This would go all the way up here and then this would come here to make it look more like Fauna, but what we're trying to do is draw this. So we start off by drawing the circle like this. This is really big, but I'm just gonna draw the face and then I'll explain the body. All you have to do is you have to start with this and Fauna's mouth that goes down right here. And we're gonna need to make this head a little bit bigger. Okay, and then we do this. Start off with the facial features and add her little nose. We're gonna do the circle for her eyes and then the two little eyelashes if you feel like it. Yeah, she looks really weird without her ears, so we're gonna put her cute little ears on. She looks kind of awkward like this. Her face isn't properly formed yet, but as you can see, she ends up looking more like that. So this needs to be a little bit bigger, so I'm just gonna quickly erase that. I'm gonna put her eye back here. There we go. And then for her body, you start off like this and you just form around it. So I'm doing the lines like really thick so you guys can see it properly, but just make sure to do the lines really lightly when you're sketching so you can easily erase the outlines. And then after forming her body, you can just make her dress look a little bit more like her dress. Or like that. Just kind of work with it. It's hard to explain. And then for the actual, like, her legs, you can either go with a full thing like this, and then draw her legs on and erase this part, or you can draw the two little legs however way you want her to be standing. Around it. That's how I draw Animal Crossing characters' legs, but you can try whatever you want to try. And then you can just add her little kind of paws or whatever you want to call them. They're not paws. Okay, so we're gonna move on with the painting. As you can see here, I've already done the sketch. It looks really messy because I've done a wash on it and some of the graphite or lead kind of smudged around when I did the wash. Wash is when you, this is for acrylic painting, so use a really small amount of acrylic paint and a lot of water, and you just wash with a big brush, or I usually use a big brush. Maybe you can use a smaller brush. A big brush is just more efficient. So I do that, and then the canvas is ready to be painted on. It just helps the canvas absorb paint better. So I'm gonna go grab the colors and then we'll come back. Okay, next we work on base colors. So a base color is the main color of each of literally everything on here. So just use whatever color you want for the moonshare out of the moonshare colors. So you don't actually have to use a moonshare here. You can use whatever little element you want. That's why I didn't do like a tutorial part for this. And then a tree, you can put whatever you want there. Again, it's your island aesthetic. And then for the leaf, it's just a leaf, so it can be normal Animal Crossing green. So this is the kind of paints I use. I either use the Amsterdam acrylic paint or I use this kind, is the PB or whatever acrylics. You can use whatever acrylic paint you have, so, or whatever you can find. So all you have to do is just basically paint everything, and then I'll come back for the shading. After finishing the main colors and the base colors, it still looks really messy as we don't have any of the line art. And for Animal Crossing characters, we really need the line art to see the details on the faces and really doesn't look like Coco yet, or Fauna. And the sky is a little, it's not really messy if I would call it, but I'm gonna add some clouds in there, so we'll wait for that. And then I've painted the grass twice just to make sure it's a little textured with different colors in it. So right now we're gonna get started on the line art. A paint pen would be preferred, but if you don't have a paint pen, you can use a brush or you can find another alternative that might work for you. I'm gonna test out some markers on the side just to see what works the best for me. So an option is a Sharpie. So we'll just test that out right here. Let's do that right here. This is how a Sharpie would look, so I don't think that would work very well. My local craft store ran out of the black colored paint pens, so I don't have any access to those right now, but you can work with any other black pen. I'm also going to try out a Copic marker. So this isn't black, but I'll try it and I'll find my black one after I've done trying it. This one would probably work better, so I think I might go with a Copic marker. But I know Copic markers are hard to come by, so any other normal marker might work too. And also any other felt tip pen might also be an option. But I think Sharpies work the best if you go over to paint. If you've already painted the area, then a Sharpie should work perfectly. Finishing up with the line art, you could essentially paint the sides, but I'm not going to because I don't feel like I need to. But if you feel like you want to make it look more seamless, you could do that. And also you could leave out line art and do like kind of line art with the same color, or you can just make it pop more. But I am a big fan of line art for this kind of style of drawing with characters and stuff. I also use that for my digital drawings, so you could do that, or you could just leave it exactly like how I did it. I also made sure to add texture to the trees and to the grass. Okay, bye! Don't forget to wash your brushes. See you next time. Thanks for watching!